Have you ever wondered what truly makes someone wise? Is it being smart, well-educated, or having sharp perception? Or perhaps true wisdom isn't about what you know, but about how you live, how you face challenges, and how you learn from your own experiences? Stoic philosophy teaches us that wisdom isn't a destination, but an ongoing journey where we continuously grow and expand our understanding. Today we're going to explore 6 signs that reveal when someone lacks true wisdom. This isn't about judging or criticizing others, but about reflecting on ourselves and seeing if we might be falling into these common traps. Let's begin. Sign 1. A closed mind. Let's talk about the closed mind. You know the type, the person who's set in their ways, unwilling to listen to other viewpoints, or even consider that they might be wrong. It's like they've built a mental fortress around themselves, brick by brick, with each layer fueled by fear, pride, or stubbornness. And while it might seem like they're protecting themselves, in reality, a closed mind is one of the biggest barriers to personal growth. When you're unwilling to entertain new ideas or challenge your own beliefs, you're essentially stunting your own development. The Stoics understood this very well. True wisdom comes from the ability to remain open-minded, to learn from your mistakes, and to adapt to new information. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This reminds us that wisdom isn't about clinging to our own opinions, but about listening and being receptive to the world around us. The danger of a closed mind is that it keeps you stuck in your own limited understanding, blocking opportunities for growth and isolating you from others. When we reject new perspectives, we miss out on so much: new ideas, personal transformation, and deeper connections with others. It's in embracing uncertainty, in stepping outside our comfort zones, that we truly grow. So next time you find yourself digging in your heels on a subject, ask yourself, am I really open to hearing other viewpoints, or am I just clinging to what feels safe? Opening your mind isn't just about being right. It's about being willing to learn, adapt, and evolve. True wisdom lies not in staying where you are, but in venturing beyond the familiar and embracing the unknown. Sign 2. Constant blaming. We've all encountered someone who just can't seem to take responsibility for their actions. When something goes wrong, instead of owning up to it, they quickly point the finger at someone or something else. Constant blaming is a defense mechanism, one that shields us from the uncomfortable reality of self-reflection and personal growth. It's always easier to blame external factors than to admit that we might have played a role in the problem. But here's the thing: while blaming others might feel like a temporary escape, it doesn't solve anything. In fact, it keeps us stuck in a cycle of denial and stagnation. The Stoics taught that true wisdom comes from taking full ownership of our actions, both the good and the bad. Epictetus said it best: "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This is a powerful reminder that we may not have control over what happens to us, but we always have control over how we react. When we refuse to take responsibility, we deny ourselves the opportunity to learn and grow from our mistakes. It's like putting up a wall that blocks our path to self-improvement. On the other hand, taking responsibility for our actions opens up the door to reflection, growth, and wisdom. It's not always easy to face our flaws, but when we choose to own them, we start walking the path of personal development. So next time something goes wrong, ask yourself, am I quick to blame someone else, or am I willing to pause and reflect on my own role in this situation? Personal growth begins with accountability. When you stop blaming others, you free yourself from the chains of defensiveness, and you give yourself the chance to improve, become stronger, and earn the respect of those around you. Taking ownership is the first step toward real progress. Sign 3. Arrogance. Let's talk about arrogance for a moment. It might look like confidence on the outside, but beneath that bravado is often a deep insecurity and a need to constantly prove one's superiority. Arrogance is not true self-assurance. It's a defense mechanism, a shield put up to protect oneself from the vulnerability of admitting that you don't have all the answers. When someone is arrogant, they feel the need to belittle others and dismiss ideas that don't align with their own. The problem with arrogance is that it blinds us to the possibility of growth. When you think you already know everything, you stop learning. You become closed off to new perspectives and ideas, and you miss out on opportunities to evolve and expand your understanding. The Stoics believe that true wisdom lies in humility, not in being right all the time. Humility opens the door to learning and allows you to connect with others on a deeper level. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The only way to deal with this life meaningfully is to find one's work and be true to it." This quote speaks to the importance of acknowledging that no one person has all the answers. We all have something to learn, and embracing that learning requires the humility to admit that we don't know it all. So next time you feel that urge to assert your superiority or dismiss someone else's point of view, pause for a moment and ask yourself, am I truly open to learning, or am I just trying to prove I'm right? Embrace humility. True growth happens when we acknowledge that we don't have all the answers and remain open to learning from others. Arrogance may feel like power, but it's really a limitation, one that stops you from growing and connecting with the world in a meaningful way. Sign 4. Lack of empathy. Let's take a moment to talk about empathy. It's one of those qualities that can make or break relationships, yet so many people overlook its importance. Lack of empathy is a clear sign of someone who is disconnected from others. They might not intentionally hurt others, but their inability to understand or relate to the emotions of those around them creates a wall between them and meaningful connections. In today's world, where relationships, whether personal or professional, rely heavily on emotional intelligence, not being able to empathize with others can lead to serious consequences. Empathy isn't just about feeling sorry for someone, it's about understanding their emotions, seeing the world from their perspective, and responding in a way that shows you care. A person without empathy might say something that seems harmless to them, but feels deeply hurtful to someone else. This lack of understanding creates misunderstandings, damages trust, and weakens relationships. It's easy to dismiss people who aren't able to understand how their words or actions affect others, but in reality, this behavior can isolate them from everyone around them. The Stoics, however, understood that wisdom isn't just about being right, it's about seeing things from a broader perspective and understanding the human experience in all its complexity. When we truly listen and try to understand others, we build stronger connections and become more compassionate. As Marcus Aurelius put it, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This applies to our emotional interactions too. By fostering empathy, we enrich not only our own lives, but also the lives of those we encounter. So next time you find yourself in a conversation, try to listen more deeply. Instead of rushing to offer advice or dismissing someone's feelings, ask yourself, how would I feel in their shoes? Empathy helps us connect on a deeper level and fosters kindness, trust, and mutual respect. By embracing empathy, you open yourself up to a more meaningful life and create stronger, more authentic relationships. Sign 5. Fear of change. Change. It's something we all face, yet so many of us resist it with everything we've got. Whether it's changing jobs, shifting our routine, or stepping out of our comfort zone, the fear of change often holds us back from growing. Fear of change is one of the most common signs of someone stuck in their ways, unwilling to evolve, and afraid to face the unknown. But here's the thing. Life is all about change. It's constant and inevitable. Trying to fight it is like swimming against a current. Eventually, you'll get tired and stuck in one place. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They didn't just accept change, they embraced it as an opportunity to grow. Instead of fearing change, they saw it as a natural part of life, one that brings new opportunities for personal growth and transformation. As the Stoic philosopher Heraclitus said, "The only constant in life is change." This means that the more we try to resist change, the more we're pushing against the natural flow of life. Those who fear change are often trapped in unhealthy patterns, clinging to what's familiar, even if it no longer serves them, because it feels safer. But this resistance to change only leads to stagnation. True wisdom comes from learning to adapt to change with an open mind and a flexible attitude. The Stoics believe that the obstacles we face are the very things that shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way. This means that the very challenges and changes we fear can actually be the path to greater wisdom, strength, and growth. So next time you find yourself resisting change, ask yourself, what might lie beyond this fear? Could this change bring opportunities for growth that you hadn't considered? Embrace change, and instead of seeing it as a threat, view it as an opportunity to evolve, adapt, and become a better version of yourself. By learning to embrace the unknown, you'll open doors to endless possibilities and true personal transformation. Sign 6. Talking more than listening. We've all been there. The conversation where one person dominates, talking endlessly while the other just nods along. Talking more than listening can be a subtle but dangerous sign of ignorance. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting to share our thoughts, opinions, and experiences. But the problem is, when we talk too much, we stop learning. We shut ourselves off from the wisdom and perspectives of others. The Stoics believe that wisdom isn't about speaking, it's about listening. True learning comes from truly understanding others. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, often reflected on the importance of listening. He believed that in order to grow, we must be open to learning from everyone around us. As the saying goes, we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This simple idea is a powerful reminder that listening is where the real wisdom lies. When you listen more than you speak, you open yourself up to different perspectives. You allow others to share their insights, experiences, and emotions, which can deepen your understanding and enrich your own growth. Listening actively, without interrupting or trying to prove a point, builds trust and respect. It's a way of acknowledging the value of others and their thoughts. So next time you find yourself jumping into a conversation or cutting someone off, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, am I truly listening to this person, or am I just waiting for my turn to speak? When we listen with intention, we not only show respect for others, but also create deeper, more meaningful connections. True wisdom comes from learning to listen, not just to respond, but to truly understand. So let's shift the focus from speaking to listening, and in doing so, we'll unlock new insights and grow in ways we never imagined. So we've explored the 6 signs of a foolish person through the lens of Stoic philosophy. While these signs are easy to spot in others, the real value lies in recognizing them within ourselves to avoid making the same mistakes. Wisdom is an ongoing journey of learning and growth, and it's through this self-awareness that we can continue to evolve each day. If you found this article helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Beacon on YouTube to keep exploring Stoic philosophy and elevate your mindset.